Hey buds, it's Cheshire Wolf, and today we're playing RB Axolotl. Now this game, I don't really know anything about the plot of this game, but it was on my recommended Steam games, and I was looking at it, I was like, oh, this looks cute. And then I read the reviews, and they said that this had some very messed up stuff in it, that it was super dark. One person even said it was the most disturbing visual novel they've ever played. It's a visual novel, by the way. And I was like, what could possibly be in this cutesy little game about axolotls that's actually disturbing? So you know I have to try it out. I don't usually do visual novels on this channel because there's a lot of reading and they're a little slow, but this is what I want to do, and there'll probably be fairly minimal editing because I want you to get all the content of the stuff. So let's get into this new game. But yeah, I know nothing about the plot of this except that there's axolotls and it's dark, or it gets dark. Act 1, Axie the Axolotl. So I'll probably have to break out some horrible voices for these characters because that is what I like to do in this kind of situation.
Hiya.
Oh, hi little guy. Hello. Oh, okay. Hiya, hiya, hiya. Welcome one and all. What should the voice for this? This guy's like the main character, right? Welcome one and all. Big and small. Can I do a Mickey Mouse voice? Welcome one and all, big and small. This is the tank. Thanks for stopping by. But wait, let's not get ahead of ourselves. That's more like a Scooby voice. No, like a Shaq. I don't know what I'm doing. But wait, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We need to keep tradition first and foremost. So allow me to introduce him. Yep, that's right, you guys. I'm talking about him. The star of the show. One so famous he is known by many names. Your beloved, magnificent host for the day. It's me, Axie the Axolotl. No flash photography or autographs, please. You're new here, huh? Well then, let's get down to business. Or rather, a better word is pleasure. This is my corner, aka the greatest, coziest, most excellent place in the whole entire tank. You really lucked out coming here first, huh? Boy, howdy did I, buddy. If any of you start to experience any feelings of frisson, I hate when there's a word I don't know. Frisson? At any point in time, well, you should know that's because of me. You're welcome. How do I do a Mickey Mouse voice? I don't know. It's like, I'm Mickey Mouse. Stick with me and you'll see all sorts of interesting fixtures and meet all kinds of bizarre folk. Like, for example, you know this tank has its very own egghead? Like the man from Sonic? Heh. Just thinking about that stuffy old egghead with his boring old lab. Thinking about that guy makes me chuckle the biggest chuckle, let me tell you. He thinks he's so cool, brags about his super sick lab all the time. To that I say, ha! Even though I've never personally seen the lab with my own two eyes, I know in my heart that nothing could ever measure up to this corner of the tank. We like it simple here. And simple is best, after all. That's what my 6th grade math teacher used to say. This dude has a teacher, this dude takes math, this dude had grades. It was basically her catchphrase. Oh man, I wonder who we'll see today. Every possibility is the world is right at our fingertip. I'm not even trying with the Mickey Mouse thing. How do I do that? I don't know what Mickey Mouse sounds like. We might run into Lana, Liam, Enk, or even the aforementioned Egghead. Who will we see? Just between you and me, the one I want to see the most is Lana. Oh, do you have a little crush? That way. I can finally show her my new and improved somersault. You know what? I can feel it in my bones. Today is going to be an incredible treasure chest full of fun and adventure. To keep up with his racing mind, Axie started doing complicated twirls. He's really cute. This whole game is like sickeningly cute. Calm yourself down, my boy. Calm, calm, calm. You're never going to be able to impress her if you're not cool as a cucumber. Oh, he can change colors. That's so cute. Baby. Axie stuck his head back and tried to act as awesome as he possibly could. It didn't work. I think he's pretty awesome. He was about as uncool as an aquatic creature could possibly be. I think he is super cool. Oh boy, here I come, Lana. He swam off in a random direction. He hoped to run into her quickly. I know the shoe's gonna drop at some point. It probably won't be right away. It might not even be in the first episode, but at some point the shoe is gonna drop. It wasn't long before Axie came across one of his friends. The tank was, after all, not very large in size. Oh, well, if it isn't my pal Enk. It's only natural that we'd run into each other so early, huh? Isn't it nice out? I can hear some wonderful tunes in my head. This dude doesn't look so good. And the water is so cool and comfortable. It's a reflection of how I feel today. What is it, Ink? I know, you want to play a game, don't you? I mean, games are fun. But I'm a little busy trying to find Lana right now. Maybe we could hang out later, though? Holy shit. Okay, I was not expecting that at all. God, you fucking annoying moron. Every single goddamn day like fucking clockwork. I don't get it. Why do you have so much trouble remembering what I tell you? Are you that much of an idiot? You must be. Oh no. You know, I was just about to go and pay Liam a visit. That piece of garbage. But then of course, Axie the asshole just had to come along and make my shitty day even shittier. Jesus Christ. What do you mean, buddy? Buddy? Do you really want me to go over this again? Listen, Axie, I don't like you, and you know what? I never will. Well, why not? I just want to contribute positively to your life, my man. Hey, if we become friends, I'll even teach you my world-famous somersault. Wouldn't that be something? Axie performed his best somersault, ending with a flourish. He's so cute. You think we could be friends, huh? Well, when you put it like that. Say, Axie, can you do me one small favor first? You know, for your new pal. Kill. I knew this was going to get dark. I didn't know it was going to get dark so quickly. Jesus Christ. Kill yourself. I'm serious. Ram your head into the corner of the tank. It's right over there, you know. If there's one contribution you could make to my miserable life, it's that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've had enough of your degeneracy. There are other salamanders to fry. Impossible as it may seem, there's someone in this tank even more worthless than you. How's that for a laugh? Someone whose time is running out quickly. But please, this time, think carefully about my advice. If you're ever ready to kill yourself, I'll always be ready to help you out. Jesus Christ. That, right off the bat, I thought this was going to be like cutesy stuff for like a lot longer. But my god, Enk swam off in another direction, guffawing as he went loudly, leaving poor Axie alone. Axie took a moment. He looked at himself in the reflection of the nearby glass. Wow, that guy sure is a grouch. I guess it'll be up to me in the future to ungrouchify him, huh? What is this game? What is this game? Alright, enough of this flub. Lana, it's finally time to find her and impress the living heck out of her. Axie swam off happily, the previous conversation already fading from memory. So he doesn't have very good memory at all. Alright, that's what this kind of game is going to be. Yeah, I will have put a warning at the beginning of this. Welcome to my territory. So you'll have seen that warning, and you'll have known to stop watching, so I don't need to warn you anymore. I see you've already met some of my minions. Well, who's this talking? There is no log in Transitional, so read carefully when you are here. Don't get used to conversations like these either. This is the only time you and I will talk directly. Who are we talking to? Is this like the scientist who has this tank, maybe? But if you'd like to get thanked at the very end, please give me your name. Or perhaps a nickname. Oh, okay. Chesh. We'll go with that. I've been waiting for you a long time, Chesh. This is really pretty, I like it. Well then, Chesh. I won't keep you. Please believe in my territory and watch over my minions. What, is this Gru speaking? Should I have broken up my Gru voice? I do not have a Gru voice. Let me save quick. Okay, I feel like... I know in this kind of game there's going to be multiple endings, right? So... Now, just where in the heck could Lana be? Oh boy. I can't wait to see what she'll think of my new moves. Press S to somersault when prompted. Okay, I can do that. Oh, that's so cute. Axie performed an almost flawless somersault. He'd been getting closer and closer to his goal, finally having his hands touch his tail mid-spin. It's so adorable. The art is so cute. That's right, I'm the coolest. Bar none. There has never been a cooler being in the history of all mankind, and there never will be. Mark my words. Oh hey! Well, look who decided to show up. It's the egghead. Okay, so maybe I wasn't talking to the scientist, maybe this is a scientist. I was thinking like a human scientist, but maybe there isn't a human scientist. My man! The one with the planniest plans. True to his nature, Neo had his usual no muss, no fuss face on. Turn down the volume just a little bit. Yeah. I just... if it's loud in my ears, I think it's probably going to be loud in your ears, but when I edit this, I'll see if it's like actually really quiet and you can't hear the music at all, so yeah. But unlike Enk, Neo wasn't scary. He was the biggest egghead Axie knew, though. Ah, yeah. This is perfect timing, my man. I've been looking for you all morning. If you don't mind, I'd really like for you to come with me to the Void. Post haste. The Void? What? Well, but Lana, I was just about to go see her, you know? That can wait, right? Look, knowing me, I'm on the brink of something utterly mind-shattering. You said I could always count on you for anything. Remember? Is this voice gonna be annoying? I really hope so. But you're sure I can't wait till later? I was just about to show Lana my new trick, and then she'll have to go on a date with me. And on that date, I'm gonna show her that I'm the coolest Axie who's ever graced this here tank. Or even the world. Alright, I'll play along with you for a bit, Axie. Let's say that Lana does agree to go on a date with you. Where do you plan on taking her? Last time I checked, there aren't any primo date spots around this desolate tank of ours. Exactly, Egghead! That's why I think it's paramount we build a mini golf course here ASAP! It's so cute. It's so cute. Look at all the free real estate! Could you imagine? It would be the perfect night. Me beating your pasty butt at mini golf and arcade games on a moonlit evening. Well, first of all, Axie, there's no visible moon from the inside of the tank. And secondly, it's common knowledge that I'd kick your butt 12 ways sideways if we had any form of competition against each other. Really. If you're asking Lana out on a date, you should take her somewhere nice, right? Axie looked at Neo thoughtfully. Well, why would I need to take her somewhere in the first place? All I want is to become buds and hang out with her, just like you and I do. Wait, hold up, let me get this straight. You don't want to become romantically involved with her? These past few days, do you even know what you've been saying? Well, I mean, I do love her as a friend, but I don't need any of the cheesy mumbo-jumbo that you're talking about. Okay, well, and I do have a very, very strong urge to spend more time with her, though. As soon as possible. Well, isn't that just a little sweetie? You might want to let her... Oh my god, I'm gonna, like, trip over myself. I'm gonna die here. I'm gonna die. You might want to let her know your definition of a date the next time you two talk. She could get the wrong idea. I did. Well, anyway, it's getting late. Just follow me, alright? Okay, we're gonna follow him to the void. Catch me if you can, loser! Axie swam in front of Neo, showing off some of his super cool tricks. Jeez. As much as I hate to admit it, the tank would be a lot less colorful without your idiocy. It would be a lot less colorful without you too, you know? You're our only blue guy. Heh. A bit of Axie-grade stupidity is exactly what I needed to hear this morning. They're so cute. They're so cute, and I know this is gonna get so dark. Oh god. To be honest, I'm in a bit of a mood. Huh? Why is that, Egghead? I don't think I slept well last night is all. You know, research has been stressing me out quite a bit lately, and... Hey, Axie, focus a little for me, alright? Alright, focus. Focusing is for boring people. Those who would rather wash their lab coats than swim a mile naked. I mean, technically he is naked, right? Technically? Yeah. Huh? You've lost me once again. It might do you a bit of good to slow down every once in a while. Well, you know, on the other hand, maybe you could let loose a little more, Egghead. I bet it would do wonders for your complexion. Why does he call him Egghead? Is that like a nickname, I guess? What's wrong with my complexion? I do agree with your sentiment, though. I think it's a great idea to try and improve ourselves in any way we can. Okay, man, we're almost to the void. When we get there, I don't want you wandering off and talking to yourself again. Okay, alright. It's a little creepy when you do that. Every time the music cuts out, I'm just like, don't do me like this, okay? So what is... Oh. Alright, now that we've lost the stuffy old egghead. Lost him? I thought you were gonna, like, hang out. Ahem, get ready, y'all. Because the next stop on our tour of the tank is the world-famous void. Standing approximately 700 feet taller than the biggest fictional structure you can imagine, and weighing over 10 trillion pounds, here it is! Of course, the void might look intimidating on the outside, but isn't it quite pretty as well? Not as pretty as my corner, you know, but in the right, like, light, it looks kinda nice. The void isn't just a looker either. It has another very important function for us axolotls. Presents! Presents, presents, presents! That's right, every single day the void presents us commoners with a random gift. Is there a log? Okay, there is a log. Okay. But I wouldn't get too excited if I were you. Normally the presents are boring stuff. Books and blocks of dirt. Junk like that. Hey, books are cool. I like books. Personally, I've been waiting very patiently for the day that the void finally gives us peanut butter sandwiches. Can you imagine how beautiful that day will be? That sounds pretty great, bud. You know I love a good peanut butter sandwich. You know I just really can't beat it. Well, that's it. That's the void in a nutshell. I think it's pretty cool, but oh man, is the egghead obsessed with it. He even told us that he built the lab close to the void for optimum research accessibility. Man, how's our egghead such a gosh darn egghead? Ha, what a humongous dork! Am I being super annoying with the voices? I want to be. I hope I make everyone just stop watching because of my voices. I don't actually hope that. Please don't stop watching. Anyway, after a perfect day of hanging out with the perfect girl, this is the perfect place to wind down, don't you think? Just listen. That whirring, spitting sound that the void makes is absolutely breathtaking. It's a wonderful sound. A sound which strikes inspiration to my heart right into the deepest depths of my soul. Ah, there you are, egghead. This is no time for goofing off, Axie. The void is about to give us our item for the day. Neo's face always lit up at the sound of the void. Look, lately, all we've gotten from the void are materials. They're necessary for expanding the lab, of course. But today, well, I'm hoping for something a little more substantial than materials. Maybe even something a bit fun. Peanut butter. And maybe even jelly. Perhaps today the void will give us another clue as to what might be outside the tank. So they don't know what's outside the tank. That is interesting. My question, my theory, like, it's way too early for me to have theories. Are they really axolotls, or are they souls? Psh, outside the tank, outside the schmank. Boring. I've told you this before, Axie. My research regarding the void is very important. You have to be ready, because whatever the void's true purpose may be, it has the potential to change our lives forever. Okay. Okay. Something's happening. The environment started rattling dreadfully. Ah, my old nemesis, the void. You dare to challenge me yet again? You can feel the excitement, can't you, Axie? That sweet scent of a new item coming to us, and the beautiful research that follows. Ah, there's no feeling like it, truly. Ha! If you think I'll be lulled into a secret sense of security, then you're sadly mistaken, Mr. Void. Axie, this isn't a Dragon Butt Z fight. You can use your imagination to be cute later. This is serious. You called me cute. Aw, Neo. I love you too, man. No, Axie, get away. I don't need another hug. Just brace yourself and try not to be swept away by the currents after this blast. It would be a bother to find you again. The strong shockwaves thrashed them both lightly in different directions. While Neo kept his eye on the apex of the blast, Axie swayed lightly, aimlessly, with a smile on his face. These daily roller coasters are always so much fun. I worry about Axie. He really doesn't have any idea what's going on. After a while, the lightning crackled less. The current normalized, and eventually the storm subsided. Neo saw an item that had spawned from the side of the void, floating freely in the clear water. He moved his scrawny arms towards it. Press S to show off your cool moves. Axie did a cool somersault and followed. I love that. Ah, really? After all that? All that for another boring old book, huh? Excellent. I was right. Another book to add to the collection. Thank you, O wonderful god of the void, for this blessing. Does he, like, worship this thing? Axie took a quick glance at the cover. Everything. My discovery of the Ryokosho, the world's oldest and deadliest civilization. Written by Dr. Gatz. Interesting. Huh, I've never seen that word before. Ryokosho. Ryokosho? Must be a human thing, I guess. Man, when you said something fun was going to come out, I got kind of excited there for a second. But of course, it's just another of those boring detective novels you love oh so much. I don't think so, Axie. This isn't detective fiction. The back cover tells me that this is a journal. Oh, that's interesting. Let's see. A journal about an ancient tribe called the Ryokosho, and a teacher who disappeared mysteriously while researching them. It's handwritten inside. Could it be a non-fiction account of some sort? Well, I'll have to give it a closer look a little later. How peculiar indeed. And hey, I heard what you just said. Detective novels aren't boring. They're the best. I like detective novels. Pshh. Call me when a cool book comes out. Like the definitive guide to doing the ultimate somersault to impress Lana. Written by the raddest of all dudes, Axie the Axolotl. No, then others might get some of my coolness and steal away Lana. And it's really funny because, like, he doesn't even like her romantically, is what I'm getting. He just wants to impress her as a friend. Huh, like that could ever happen. Ugh. I feel sorry for whoever had to take care of you growing up. Wait a second, I just realized what you said. Great job, Axie. I'm very impressed. Of course you are. I'm the incredible Axie. But really, what did I say, Egghead? You called yourself an axolotl. That's what we are. At least, that's what we resemble. See, I knew that they weren't axolotls. Oh, huh. I thought that was just my title. Axie the Axolotl. Like a knight or something. Do you remember the book that came in about a week ago? A comprehensive guide and study of axolotl biology? Nope. No brain, head empty king. I love him. Not ringing any bells. Sorry, bro. Well, you were there when it appeared. Why don't we refresh your memory? Let's head into the lab. The lab? Really? For reals? I get to see the lab? Finally! Despite paying Neo many visits, Axie hadn't ever set foot in the lab. He briefly thought of building a house of his own in his corner, but quickly decided it would be a waste of time. Welcome to my lair, Axie. Okay, it's just a nice lab. Oh boy. Egghead, do you even realize what you have here? Your lab is the epitome of awesome. Close your eyes and imagine this for a second. The biggest and baddest party the tank has ever had, right here in this very lab. Strobe lights. A DJ. All you can eat peanut butter. Where are you gonna get that, buddy? Where are you gonna get that? Of course, we'd have a somersault competition with yours truly as the honorable judge. Heh. My lab is pretty great, isn't it? But no, I will not allow any parties in here. Hey, what are those weird-looking books on the top row? Axie looked over at the bookshelf Neo had constructed for himself. collector's editions. The Void has been very generous with regards to good reading material. Yo, Egghead! Have you ever considered cleaning your floor? It's pretty messy. On the second row, one of your detective novels, huh? The Banquet of Gluttony, written by Roberto Nils. Wow, wow! This bookshelf is an enigma if I've ever seen one. It's a good word. It boggles the mind that something could be so interesting and boring at the same time. Axie, the bookshelf can weigh it. But you know what can't weigh it? Lana, right? Can you stop talking about her all the time? It's driving me insane. Besides, she wouldn't date you even if you were the last axolotl in the tank, which you might be one day if you don't stop talking about her every second. Sorry. That was rude of me. I didn't mean to offend you. For my sanity, just try not to mention her until our conversation is done, alright? Axie pouted grumpily. Poor little guy. Neo readied himself. Finally, the doofus would listen to what he had to say. He had to approach the topic gradually. So, about this book. He held up a comprehensive guide and study of axolotl biology. You and me, Lana, Enk, even that madman Liam. Okay, so there's 5 of them. Like I told you, we're all these creatures that humans have dubbed axolotls. Remember 5 minutes ago? I know that. So what? Well, I've done a little bit more research since the last time we talked. Yeah, that's an axolotl. Axolotls are really cool creatures. I'd like you to take a closer look at the cover of this book, Axie. Tell me, does something look odd to you? At second glance, the creature on the page looked like he had emerged from a completely different world from everything Axie had known. That caught his attention. This guy doesn't really look like you. Or me, neither. I mean, we're similar, but that's right. According to this book, axolotls are actually a pretty unique species in the human world. We're under the classification of something called an amphibian. Amphibians are cold-blooded creatures that can breathe in and out of water. Axolotls specifically are known for their regenerative power and rarity. That's true. This book says that humans believe that wild axolotls were extinct for almost a century until a scientist discovered a few swimming in a Mexican river in the 1990s. Wait, let's back up a second. Neo, when you say human, what is that really? Okay, that's interesting that they don't know. That other thing you said, a Mexican river? And something called a 1990s? What could that be? You gotta slow down for poor old Axie here. All you've done so far is speak mumbo-jumbo. That's the thing, man. I'm gonna need you to go along with me on this. Every book that has arrived here from the Void has irrefutable evidence that an entire world exists beyond the confines of this tank. This is interesting. I'm so interested. I must speak carefully. I made a promise to not mention certain things. A promise to who? But please, just think about it for a second. We know all sorts of weird stuff that nobody ever taught us. We were both born here with an inherent knowledge, something that we're using to communicate with each other right now. We know basic social dynamics. We have emotions and feelings. What if we could remember even more? Call me crazy, but my hypothesis is that our knowledge of these incomprehensible things, they're relics of something else. Inklings of another life. Another life in another world. Lives that we all lived before coming to the tank a month ago. They've only been here for a month? Okay. What do you think of that possibility, Axie? Huh. Wow. I don't know. That's a lot to take in, Egghead. Another world? Another life? Why would we need something like that? The tank is the perfect world, and it allows us to live perfect lives. It's got me, the coolest dude in the world, you, the best bud of the coolest dude in the world, and of course, it's got Lana, too. We don't need to go anywhere else. We don't need anything else. Don't you think there could be more to life than what you see around you? Don't you feel limited by the resources we have here? I really feel like they might be human spirits. 4 walls, and only the 5 of us who inhabit our small space. As far as I'm aware, we're trapped in here. We couldn't leave even if we wanted. And aside from the items that came through the void, this place is stagnant, barren, boring even. Neo, you should get used to life in here. I can't. I even started counting the days. My count has us as 30. That's only a month we've been occupying the same living space. Not to say that this has been a bad month. Your silly antics have amused me a number of times. Aw, bud, you mean it? By talking with each other right now, that proves that we're sentient. But according to the literature I've been consuming, no other creature on Earth has the ability to speak to each other in the manner we are now. That includes axolotls, of course. Which means we aren't exactly playing by the same rules as this other world. Axie was confused. So, what rules are we playing by then? We're phenomena. In that other world, everything about us would be undefined, probably even supernatural. For example, one book taught me not to get things wet or they won't be readable. But these books, yeah, good point, seem in perfect order even though we're underwater. And I haven't even gotten started on our lack of nutrition. Axolotls, like every living organism, take in energy from outside sources. Food. The nutrients of that food then get converted to vitamins, neurotransmitters, and other useful things that make up organic matter. And of course, the body creates waste out of that excess energy. Fecal matter. Or, well, poop. In an ideal aquatic environment, the bacteria from the poop breaks down, then goes through something called the nitrogen cycle. This brings me to a question. Do you know what food is? Axie loves peanut butter. Exactly. I know what food is too, but as far as I know, I've never had any. It's in the same way I know that there's more to our existence. Something that took place beyond our current understanding. When you think about it, there's gotta be more to life than an empty tank filled with plants and rocks. Right? It's quite obvious the void, our tank, and this other world that the book mentions are connected. Whoa. You're tripping me out, dude. I know you're honest to a fault, Axie, and that you'd tell me if you had any connection to that outside world. If I had to guess, deep down, there might be a secret knowledge of that world in you, too. This game is fascinating. There's actually some really interesting lore here. It feels like it's building to like some meta thing where they know that they're characters in a game. I'm really interested to see how dark it gets because, Jesus Christ, Ankh was a total... I was not expecting that. Wow. Okay, but thanks so much for watching. Hope you're enjoying this, and there'll probably be several parts. This is probably going to be a long series, so hope you like it. See you next time. If you want to play this game yourself, link will be in the description. And until next time, why don't you think about the world you live in and how you know it's real? See you then. Ching!